See what I did there, kids? Yeah, so welcome back then to another Kixx video, number 5 I think it is. To my left is there are 60 games. Did say in the last video I passed 70 I think it was, as in well collected but not actually shown. So when I've shown these games that'll be more or less 80, I think there's 20 here. Well actually one of them saying that is actually a revamp of the old game. Found another label, new label. Yeah, so as soon as you mention these things, you know, you're going to click this and that, they go up in price or just completely disappear, don't they? I swear half the games I'm missing were there at the start of the year on like the likes of eBay and stuff, you know. But it's I call it, it's still fun, but it's getting harder to find, obviously, to locate. There's a few more on the way actually. It's still going. Has some help. A couple of these games in this bundle as well as the next one. Forthcoming video. A bit of help from Paul, Mr. Bads. He located a big bundle. Buying all these bundles, I've ended up with a hell of a lot of games, spares, if you like, doubles or trebles. I think one game, Rolling Thunder, I've got 5 copies of it now. Yeah, so on with it then. First up then, it's behind me, Troll. This is a Spanish release, also from Palace Software, and it's a hard to explain game really. So you play the troll, and each level there's goblins on the floor and also the ceiling. You've got things to collect, stuff to avoid. The tune you might be able to hear in the background there. It's a very hard to get into game. Once you do get into it, you realise that's all the game there is. There's not much else. I don't know what else to say about it. That's it. It's good to get in the collection though. So the hardest Spanish game, I think the only one left to get, maybe, I'm not sure. I've got this in front of me. Is Silent Shadow, which is shoot 'em up. You get the Spanish release, but not the Kixx version. So still waiting on that one. Any of you out there? Okay, next up then, an oldie, not necessarily golden, but definitely an oldie. Spy Hunter. Similar to the likes of LED Storm and what was the other one? Oh, something else I can't remember. But you scroll up the screen with your car, shoot stuff. That's pretty much it. Very, very old actually. This very basic looking. Not much in the way of sound. But that wasn't that easy to locate. Okay, another oldie. This is a shame. It's quite a decent game usually, but the Amstrad version is, dare I say, a specky port. It is Crystal Castles. So isometric view. There's similar games around which done it better. I mean, reminds me of the likes of totally different, but Marble Madness, that sort of thing. You can see much on the back there, to be honest. Yeah, but this I've watched for months since I started this Kixx thing, and I thought I'm going to wait. Get the original box version cheaper than the Kixx version, of course. This was like $9.99 free postage. I watched it for, I was there a couple of months. I thought, I'm going to wait. Patience obviously often pays off. Totally not. But it didn't come up at all. It never showed up again. I will now have said this, of course. It'd be $1.99 and no one buys it. So $9.99. In the end, I caved. Had a cold for a while now actually. Thanks to my boys. So I sound a bit. I am. Okay, we've got 6 games, all from Gremlin. Yeah, actually it's more, I think. But 6 in a row here. First up then, not very good to be honest. Master of the Universe. I didn't mind the cartoon back in the day. What was I about? Actually, it's probably about 10 or 11 by then. The game itself isn't particularly great. Sort of side-on view and sometimes viewed kind of like from above. Hack and slash, explore sort of thing. Yeah. Anyway, it's good to have in the collection, but not a game I've gone and bought. I think I do have it on compilation somewhere anyway. Okay, next up then, this one I said in my first video of this series. Oh, it's hard to get, you know, it's one of the more expensive ones, you know, buy it now £45. Anyway, like I said, patience, all this lot paid off. Let's come with a Rolling Thunder, which I already had, for like £3 or something. Launch on the run. Good music in this one. I don't know if it's Ben Dablish or not. Gremlin, you've done a lot of Gremlin music. Not my sort of game, I've just not had the time to get into it. But it's quite well liked on most systems, I believe. So that's both Monty games that got Kixx released. The third game, which was Impossible, it might have come out on GBH, it might not have. But I don't know. Yeah, super. Next up then, this is one of the games from Paul, Mr. Pads. Marauder. This top-down view in the car shooter of sorts. Personally, don't like it, to be honest. I'm not keen on it. It's quite well liked as far as I know. It's Houston. Yeah, originally Houston, but also, like I say, Gremlin. But yeah, that was hard to locate until recently, and there's a couple around. Of course. Had this one a while now. Flight sim stroke shooter, basically. Night Raider. These are all the old boxes at the moment, or the old style design. Yeah. I can't tell you much about this because I've not played it and I haven't got intention to. If you like, I think it's, Amstrad use it, it's difficult as you want it to be, with excellent arcade sequences and a lot of strategy. Yeah, flying through, isn't it? Okay, now game mechanics for late 2. Played this a lot back in the day and I enjoyed it. It's Spectrum-like graphics, but it's very well detailed, and the playability of the game is there, that's the thing. And it's Way of the Tiger. Yes, so this is basically, you get hand-to-hand combat, you get pole fighting, I don't know what you call it now, and also sword fighting, pole fighting on a log, so like the old sequence from Robin Hood sort of thing. So now I say Spectrum sort of graphics, but it's Antics accolade, I've got loads of awards. It's a great game. Takes an age to take out an opponent. But at the time, I loved it. Obviously this is going back for over 30 years. Yeah, before I bought. But great one to get. It's sequel, is it? Avenger? That's on the Kixx label. Still to get. Also from Gremlin. Finally from Gremlin. Bit similar to the last one actually. Samurai Trilogy. This sword fighting in different locations basically. Not great. Not terrible, but not great. Yeah. I shall say that on skills. Okay. Finding this section. Yeah, look, I got it. Indiana Jones and the Temple of Doom. I really want to like this game, but it's tough. There's different sections in it. First section you run around, side on view, go up ladders, use your whip to take out opponents, rescue the boys, I think it is, if I remember rightly. There's also a kart level, which I've not got to. I've seen it obviously on YouTube and stuff. Yeah, could have been better. It could have been better really. I'll show you that, I can't remember. 3 Indiana Jones games on the Amstrad. This and the next game in a minute. Kixx release. The third one was very late, I'm not sure. Might have had a limited release in the UK, so we'll see. Anyway, I need a drink, we'll be back in a minute. Oh, needed that. Tarkin 2 on the Amstrad. Good game, really good game. I actually prefer the first one on the Amstrad. Just a bit more polished it seems. A bit better in some ways. On your Amiga of course, Tarkin 2. Oh. Yeah, okay, moving on then. Where were we? Indiana Jones, weren't we? So next up, Indiana Jones was The Last Crusade. What a great film. Sean Connery, Harrison Ford, awesome. This is the action game. Only the action game got released on the Amstrad. Pretty much side view, I think, for the most part. Yeah, it's okay. It's not great though. The third game was The Fate of Atlantis. I think that was like an isometric adventure game, adventure sort of thing, action-ish. A limited release. That was not on the Kixx, I'm pretty sure. There we go. Super. Okay, this then. This is actually a revamp of, well, it's a revamp of Street Fighter. Didn't know they did that. So hopefully there's not any other games, because I'm not picking all them up. It's not like one of these subset things or anything. I'm not doing any more. It just happened to be in the bundle, so it's a nice addition though. I prefer that version, so I'll keep that one. That looks a lot better, doesn't it? Okay. Right, this has a good intro. There used to be a website called CPC Zone, and the guy that ran it absolutely loved this game, but it's not for me. Like I say, it's got a good intro. Moonwalker, or Michael Jackson. It's like an adventure action game. Walk along. I think you can actually not necessarily shoot people as such, but take them out in some sort of way. I really haven't given it the time of day. It's just not something I want to do. So there you go. Okay, this game got mentioned earlier because of Spy Hunter. It's a similar-ish sort of game. LED Storm. Better than Spy Hunter. It's colourful, good scrolling, action. What's missing is the fantastic music from Tim Follin. Oh my word. He's a legend of the music, Tim Follin. Well, it's very good. Agent X2 is a prime example. I can't think of anything else off the top of my head now, apart from that. Fantastic music. Awesome on the Spectrum. It sounds really, really good. Almost sounds too good to be a Spectrum one. I don't mean it in a bad way, like. There's no music at all. So it's an empty game. Very few sound effects. Gameplay in it, that's fine, but what a shame. Not like it's pushing the Amstrad or anything. You know. Okay, multi-sport time again. The games, summer edition, nothing to do with summer games. Look, I'll show you that. Look, these are red labels. Slightly bigger Kixx thing compared to Moonwalker. Another mini revamp, I'm not sure. What we'll do? Oh yeah, summer games. Yeah, those events on here, but I don't really go much on these multi events too much these days. It's half time I've got to load them in as well on the tape, so we'll go for that. We've got archery, velodrome cycling, diving, hurdles, pole vaulting, rings, hammer throwing, parallel bars. Okay, yeah. Yeah, been there, done it sort of thing, so that's hard to get. There is another one called the game's Winter Edition, which again, not confused with Winter Games. That was in that big bundle I mentioned a couple of videos back on the Kixx. 79 games for £230. Yeah, I'm not still going about that at all. Okay, Gremlin. Back to Gremlin. Technocop. This is like 2 games in one. So the first part, or what I've played so far, and obviously there's a few sections, the same thing. It's a bit like Chase HQ, but not really as good. And the second part is a run and gun platform shooter. Yeah, run and gun shooter. The run and gun bit is sort of Spectrum-ish like. It's okay. The racing bit, not racing, shooting the bad guys as you go along. It's sort of a windy road. It's okay. Good music. Probably one of the last Gremlin games in the Kixx label before they did their own GBH label. Okay, already got one of these. This one was much harder to locate. Dungeons and Dragons and all that. Dragons of Flame. Similar sort of game, runs on the same lines as Heroes of the Lance. Just down there. Great big menu, obviously manual leaflet, what we call it. There you get your page shut, I suppose. Yeah, well received. Probably not ever going to load it up, to be honest, but good to get in the collection. I think this was part of the bundle Paul Mr. Bad's come across to deal with. Yeah. Okay, System 3. Well-known company back in the day. I think if they were didn't work. They primarily concentrated their games in the Commodore 64, then ported them over. This was an example of a specky port, of course. Tusker. quite a unique game, if you like. It's a side-on view. Pick things up as you go along to take on people, the enemy. You're after your dad's ivory or something. There's a place, Elephant's Graveyard, Song of Africa, adventure elements and stuff like that in there. Yeah, really specky porty, but in a way it's not actually too bad a game. It's quite unique. It's slightly different anyway to the usual. And sticking with system 3 goes completely the opposite way. Really nice colourful game, Limbo's Quest. This, yeah, I've loaded it up, I didn't actually play the game. So I can't bother. Yeah, I mean, I don't think they're Amstrad screens, but it is actually a colourful game on the Amstrad. Nice music. Probably not my sort of game, then I haven't given it the time of day yet, have I? Yeah, super stuff. And that's the last revamp label. One more game in, Rainbow Arts. Stick with them. Finally got it. I'm sure I used to have this. I'll probably find it now. Bought it again. Cross Out, one of the finest shooters on the Amstrad back in the day. Horizontal scrolling, probably only bettered by, in my view, P47. Not an Amstrad screen on the back, despite the fact it's a nice, colourful, smooth, good sounding, playable shooter. Sums it up. Yeah, big bosses and all that lot. That on the front. Great artwork. Yeah, finally got that in. Super. There we go then. So that's, whoa, how many is that? 80 games. Another video soonish then regarding Kixx. Something else before then. And I'll be working on up a few games. About 20 left to get, so that's not bad going. So big thanks to Paul for helping me out on a few of them games. Yeah. Lead District. Man, it's terrible, isn't it? Might even give that a bash, who knows. Thanks for watching, see you again soon.